This multidimensionality is opening up to me really hardcore again. Oh wow. I just feel like after what I just experienced, it's like, wow, this is what you can experience when you don't limit yourself, when you don't attach yourself only to the physical. And I mean, it made me so much clearer about what do I want to focus on. So I feel like I want to solely focus on spirituality and allowing myself to experience my multidimensional nature. I actually just thought that I achieved some amazing abilities in my physical body. Because let me tell you, I was lying on my bed. Then I just lifted my hands. And I mean, I'm fully able to see. Though it's really dark, I'm able to see. I mean, somehow I'm thinking that this is a physical because this feels so physical in a way. And in a way it doesn't feel physical because I don't feel heaviness. My body doesn't feel heavy, but it feels very real. And it is real. But yeah, I'm lifting my hands up and oh my god. This energy, it's like I'm moving magnets. And when I put my hands closer to each other, it's like I see these sparks of light. Like I see and I feel it's really, really hot. It's like as if I was holding fire between my palms. You just feel like your hands are magnets and you feel the energy pulsating between your, like just around you and in your energy field. And or if I move my legs, it's like I'm moving magnets. But I mean, it was so intense. It felt so hot, and I'm like, with this power I could fire up anything. I mean, then I would like stand up and walk and be in this room, and I would think that this is the physical again, because it's so similar. I mean, the exception is that I feel like I have all these abilities now. Like, I mean, there were a bit of those states where I, like, I'm just laying on my bed and I start to hear speaking. I start to hear conversations. Like, clearly, like, I feel this presence, like, in this room, there are so many people in this room. There's someone very, very close to me, as if they're, like, pulling me out of my body or something. And right now, I don't really remember what they were talking about, but it was literally like hearing, and they were talking about normal things, nothing creepy or weird. I just felt a lot of presence, and even as if someone is touching me on my chest, that kind of feeling. And I would feel these energetic pulsations, hearing the void a bit. Oh, I hear nothing. How would you imagine yourself to feel in outer space? It just feels like this dimensional shift. And then I thought that now I'm gonna astral project. There was another body coming out of that body. I would like turn over and hit the floor. I'm rolling over on my bed, and then I'm on the floor, and then I stand up from there, and I am in this lighter body now. And now I open the window actually, which was pretty interesting because I felt like I could just put my hand through the wall in a way. But then it felt very physical again. Now I'm gonna find out if this is the physical or if this is the astral. And then I thought that if this is the physical, nothing good is gonna happen if I jump out of the window. But if this is the astral, I will be fine because I can fly and stuff. I put my feet out the window and I actually felt the cold. And that was like, oh damn, maybe this is the physical. I felt the cold on my feet. And then I just jumped. But there was no gravity. There was nothing like I wouldn't like fall, but I would still get to the ground, kind of like smoothly, easily. I would get to the ground, and then I'm standing there, and I see my feet. I'm bare feet. I see my toes, and then I'm walking there. I'm walking on the ground next to, like, in, like, around this house. And I was like, okay, I'm just in another dimension. That's it. Like, this is familiar to me. I mean, I would get like pulled back into my body, and yet my body is this crazy light magnetic body. Like, I feel like maybe I feel the etheric plane, or I would do a lot of astral projection from that body that was, like, pulsating of this magnetic energy and heat, and yeah, like as if a lighter body comes out of that body or something. Fly up to the ceiling again, and just waking up to how infinite whatever parallel realities are going on right now. I would wake up in my bed again and again, and I would be fully thinking that it's the physical. But then I would notice that something is different than in the physical, and that would confuse me, and then I would wake up again in another reality, and then something might be different there as well. And then I'm like, no, this is not the physical. Whoa, 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 whoa. This makes so much sense now. I feel that I actually was in my physical body, but I was awake to the etheric plane. So that meant that I was not feeling the physical, I was feeling the etheric. And I was also able to see the energies, I was able to feel the energies, that magnetic etheric plane at that state. But then I astral projected. And then that body that I got out of my body was my astral body. And that was my astral projection. And it is easier when you are already kind of awake to the etheric plane, because the etheric plane is one step higher in the ladder. It's like above the physical in a way. It's like the first plane beyond the just the physical, like less dense. Maybe you have heard of the etheric double. It's like your body, your etheric body, and you feel your etheric body when you are awake to the etheric plane. And many times if you use psychedelics or something, you are fully awake to the etheric plane. And that's why you feel this energy everywhere, and you move your body and you don't feel your physical body, you don't feel any physical pains, but you are still in your physical body. I remember like holding a crystal here. When you turn your palm facing down, the crystal doesn't fall when you have so much energy. That energy, it's like a magnet. Like I said, it's a magnetic feeling. I was fully like perceiving of the etheric plane, and I was in that very high vibration because I was not feeling the physical anymore. And from there, it's very easy to astral project, and that's from where I astral projected. And I'm discovering like all these different planes, like, okay, that's the etheric plane and the etheric body, and you have to be awake to the etheric plane in order to master, like, let's say levitation or something like that people call as superpowers. But that's just natural when you are existing in that vibrational, because it's here, the etheric plane is here. And when I started to see auras and when I started to see energy, I felt like I'm already perceiving of the etheric plane with my eyesight. But now I felt like I was fully feeling it. I was fully like perceiving of it in every way. And then when I started to hear all these voices and stuff, I was perceiving already of the astral planes, like the planes higher than that. So think of it like that the etheric is just one step above the physical. And then the astral planes are like above that. Like there are just steps on the ladder, like less dense and higher vibrational planes. And when you are higher it's like you don't perceive of the physical anymore. Just like if you're in the physical and in a low vibration, you don't perceive of the higher vibrational planes, but they are all there. So you can explore them, you can experience them yourself. It's very expanding, it's very amazing. And that's something that's really, like, this year I really want to focus on, like, actually, like, consciously shifting between these different planes and astral projecting into, like, different planes and even mental planes and those higher. Like, it's very amazing to open up to your multi-dimensional self, because we are all multi-dimensional beings. Again, we are all multi-dimensional beings. We are all multi-dimensional beings. And we can be awake to that. We can be awake to our multi-dimensional nature. And that means that we're able to perceive more, we're able to travel dimensionally more consciously. And it's all so natural. Thank you for listening. Wow. Amen. Namaste. Thank you for your existence.